Where do you think you would be in your life, right now, if none of what happened happened?
I'd probably still be living the life I used to, and I wouldn't be doing good in school. I'd be flunking most of my classes. I'd probably be getting into drugs. I started over when I moved here. I've gotten a lot better of a lot of stuff, and I've learned a lot since I've been here. I've done better in school. I mean, things just are great.
You probably didn't have to go to the grocery store with your mom and dad, and everybody has a job of what to steal so that you can go home and have dinner. Our role, and what I like best about being a foster family agency social worker, is my role is just strictly to meet the needs of these children, to make sure that the foster homes we have are quality, that they're taking care of these children's needs every way. We're giving them opportunities that they would never have.
Where do you think you would be today?
Probably the river bottoms, arrested, or probably dead. I really don't know. If we were to continue where we were, I don't really know what would happen.
Truth is that children that are in foster care, for the most part, do not have an appropriate relative that can take care of them. There isn't a family member that can drug test clean and or provide for their needs. So they are basically homeless children, and the counties take them into care to protect them and to take care of them. My role is, hopefully, is like a pillar of strength. Like, I just want to be their strength. I want to be positive energy, and I want to help to guide them towards anything that could be positive for them.
And it didn't take many times picking up children and putting them into the homes and see the situation and what a good home can do for them and how it can change them to make us really feel connected to these kids and want to help them.
We've had people in the community that have organized in getting shoebox gifts for children that just come into foster care, because they many times really come with nothing. And so to give them a brush or a comb or toothbrush, toothpaste, to give them some socks and other things just to start, a stuffed animal and a soft blanket or something when they first come into foster care that they get to keep is something that's pretty heartwarming.
And actually the teenagers don't mind the stuffed animals either.
Really?
I have found that 0 to 17, they all are feeling a little afraid and a little insecure, and I've seen them hold tight to those stuffed animals just as much as a 2 or 3-year-old.
I just enjoy living here. I mean, this is a blessing. This house is amazing. This family is amazing. What we do is amazing. My dad's amazing. All my brothers are amazing. All my family that came up after all this happened was amazing.
I worked with a mother who had 3 children. Her story, foster care would have saved her life, basically, but she lived in a very abusive home growing up, and she was just mistreated from the day she was born. She went out and she got pregnant and continued that 3 more times with a man who was very abusive to her and to her children. She knew she wasn't going to get her children back. Her children knew that they weren't ever going to go home to her. And she was able to be in that mindset to let her children go. And these kids have now been adopted. She still keeps in contact with me. She wasn't given a lot of opportunity in life from the very beginning, but she had the wherewithal within herself to be able to love her children so much that she was able to let them go.
I had a 15-year-old who went to court and told the judge and the Cherokee Nation representative and her attorney and her county worker, "This is my family. You don't understand. I never had a mom or a dad that I could talk to. I can pick up my cell phone, I can excuse myself and go outside at lunchtime or on a break, and I can call my mom or I can call my dad." I never had that. I never had that safety. I never had somebody that I could come home and really talk about my problems to. and this is my family. I mean, there's beautiful stories.
Or a child who said, this year we're going to have real turkey on Thanksgiving. We don't have to pretend like we're going to eat.
Or this is the first time I've ever had a birthday party. I had real presents. We had a real cake.
And we got a call from a county, and we went to pick up a young man. I think he was maybe 14 years old. I remember we were nearing the holidays. Thanksgiving was coming up and Christmas was coming up. And so pretty soon he kind of starts asking us little questions. He says, what do you think they're going to do for Thanksgiving? And I said, I think they're probably going to have a regular Thanksgiving. He says, do you think that she's going to make a turkey? I said, oh, I know she's going to make a turkey. I know her, and she's a great cook. He says, I've never had a turkey for Thanksgiving. And pretty soon he wanted to talk about Christmas time. He goes, do you think they're going to have a Christmas tree?
Just if some kid was in like a really bad home where their parents were drug addicts or something, and they didn't get put in foster care, I mean, I don't know how to put it. It's just you pretty much save their life. You pretty much give them a new life to start over.
Children are inherently good. They've had bad things happen to them, but they're good, and that their behaviors are not a reflection of who they are at all. It's like, look beyond all that and just know this is just a sweet little child, even if he's this tall. They're just children.
I have this little boy on the caseload. He's 6 years old. And he went from calling his foster parents foster mom and foster dad to mom and dad. Now he calls them mommy and daddy. And he's been there 7 months. And he will be adopted by these people. He's got a mommy and a daddy. And that's why we're all in it.